The mainstream media. The left wants to silence our free speech and take away our liberties. Huck and Dave want to open up the lines of communication and allow you, our listeners, to speak about what America wants. Call Huck and Dave for open discussions at 504-556-9696, or you can reach them at LibertyorLockdown.Live. Now, let's go live and direct to Huck and Dave for Liberty or Lockdown.
Welcome back to Liberty or Lockdown. It's August 29th, 2004. We've been here for 4 years, Dave. We started 4 years ago in August. Do you remember that?
Nope. It's just back when the prehistoric past, we had to run through the dinosaurs to get here and all of that.
Well, you actually did go find some dinosaur footprints this year, so
Yeah.
We're right on schedule.
Okay.
And we have a good caller today. It's Justin Davis from At Cost Metals. We were actually expecting the lieutenant governor also to call in, but he is going to be calling in next Thursday. So next week, hang on, because we're going to have a good call with the lieutenant governor. Is Justin? We lost him. All right, so we lost him. He fell off the line. We'll be all right with that.
Oh no. Well, I'm always looking for investments, and unfortunately, half of the stocks I bought went up, but the other half went down. Well, hopefully, with that cost metals, you're going to make a little bit of money.
I have so far. I've made a few $1,000s, and I've acquired probably about 10 coins.
Yeah.
So it's been really a blessing. I haven't had a downfall yet with the At Cost Metals at all.
Yeah.
Since I joined, was in April, and it was $3.99 for me to become an At Cost Metals member. I did not know what I was doing, but I really felt led by the Lord to do this. So my instinct was really just do it, Martha, because I felt like the Lord had been telling me for a couple of years now, gold and silver is where we will be. And we could see the fall of the nation, the dollar is worthless, and gold and silver are rising.
Of course, all investments always put a little disclaimer in the front saying past performance does not guarantee future performance. So this is something that Martha's heavily involved in and believes in. So it's not magic. It's an investment.
Yeah. And I'm not a professional. I am just one of you. And this is just my testimony. So anyway, I jumped in with 2 feet because that weekend was the weekend that I received an email from the state treasurer, John Fleming, saying that they were going to put a bill through for Louisiana to be able to use gold as like a tenure, right? And I didn't really understand much of it, but on Monday I decided to jump in, and on Monday that bill, went before the House. It did not go through, but it is there, and I do believe they'll be revisiting that. So I do believe it's an important time. So I jumped in. I brought 2 friends with me, and I immediately it was incredible. A few days later, I got 3 silver coins in the mail, silver eagles. I did not know that was going to happen. So you'll get 3 silver coins after you join. And I became an affiliate member immediately the day that I joined. I was an affiliate, and I've made a couple of $1,000s since then, plus the money that they automatically draft from my account every month to purchase a coin. So I have money that I've invested, because I can throw $75 away like that. I don't know about you.
How many cups of coffee is that?
Right. I mean, it's easy to blow $75. So I figured, instead of me blowing $75 on just whatever food and coffee, let me invest it in a silver eagle. And that's what I've done. And I haven't felt it. It's not affected me any kind of way, except for every month I get this new coin, and I'm collecting coins now, and I would not have done that otherwise. So I really, feel like this is a win-win. I'm making money, and I've signed up several people, and they're bringing people on, and they're making money. And it's, to me, so far, it's been a win-win. So with that being said, let's bring in Justin Davis. He's the owner of At Cost Metals. Justin, are you with us?
I am, Martha. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. So, that's my description of At Cost Metals, but you're the professional. give us, tell our listeners really what brought you to At Cost Metals and what drives you, your passion.
Well, that is a very long story. It's about 25 years in the making. And I think the origin story of this actually started at different points, and it all kind of came together. So I've been in software development for 20 plus years, affiliate marketing in a sense for
almost 30 years. And the main thing that I saw was, in terms of affiliate marketing, they would have products that you wouldn't necessarily buy outside of that program. So started collecting precious metals when I was 19. And you've heard me say this before. I remember the exact moment, the first time I ever touched gold. It was a Tuesday. It was late afternoon. The sun was shining, and I had never felt anything like that, where the density of it, it was shiny, and I thought to myself, that was a real product. That was something that I could get behind. And did the software for a ton of different companies, and ultimately led us to this point where we've interfaced with the largest market makers in precious metals, companies that you wouldn't find on Google that actually supply companies with their metal that you would find on Google. So what we've done is we've created the software and the API connections to interface directly with what they have in their vault. So we're actually a dealer, but we have no market. So what that does is, through a membership, just like you would find on Costco or Sam's Club or some other clubs, we use a service, our service, for people to buy precious metals, and instead of putting a markup, because we're so integrated and things are so streamlined, that just having that subscription, annual or 18 months, truly very, very inexpensive, because most people save well beyond their first, the price of the membership with just their first purchase. So it definitely makes sense. It's a very 2024 way of doing business. I think everyone understands that affiliates sell about 25 to 35% of everything at this point, Fortune 500 or otherwise. And we do the same thing. So rather than pay for advertising, we just pay a simple referral commission. And it's a win-win situation for everybody, for the company because we sell subscriptions, affiliates because it's so easy, it makes sense, and for the customers because obviously people need precious metals right now. Literally, by definition, times of crisis, uncertainty, etc., inflation, what have you, people look to precious metals. So you see the bump that we've had in the last year on gold and silver.
Yeah.
And unless, well, I was going to say, unless you have your very strong belief that everything's under control, you're probably with the rest of the population that we don't know what's happening. We don't know what it will look like in 6 months. And for that reason, a lot of people are buying precious metals, and a lot of people are buying from at cost just because they have the benefit of buying at the best possible price.
That's right. That's at costmetals.com. Justin, would you hold on? We're going on a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Liberty or Lockdown.
Just so you know, I'm on camera right now. Okay. Yeah.
If there's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe,
Camera only works like this far.
Hello, Christian Patriots. Want to invest in gold and silver at cost? Well, you've come to the right place. At Cost Metals, at costmetals.com. You can purchase gold and silver at much lower prices than the leading metals exchanges. Call 985-469-1188 or email huck@wgso.com or flamingconservative@wgso.com. And right now, At Cost Metals has a new coin, the Trump assassination coin. You do not want to miss this coin at costmetals.com.
Now is your chance to get rid of those old pants for good. WGSO supports the New Orleans homeless community through Grace at the Green Light. Grace needs to restock its free clothing closet for the unsheltered with new or gently used menswear. Donations accepted Tuesday and Saturday mornings, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. at 1526 Aretha Castle Haley Boulevard, or anytime at donate.graceatthegreenlight.org.
Hey, it's Kevin Carr with your personal sneak preview invitation to join me on Sunday evening from 8 to 9 for Fat Guys at the Movies. Each week, I give you my take on the newest movies and movie news, but in a fun way. Not like those stuffy review snobs who take themselves way too seriously. I tell you if the new movies rock or not. Yes, it's fun for all ages with Fat Guys at the Movies. I'll see you Sunday evening at 8 on WGSO 990 AM.
Hey everybody, this is Mike from the Holy and Patriotic Jambalaya Show. If you need to convert your existing bathtub into a step-in shower, call my friends at A New Beginning Refinishing. They can repair and refinish any type of bathtub or shower, no matter the size of the repair.
Actually, you want to be on the radio?
Has been using a new high-gloss casting porcelain coating, guaranteed to never peel. They also offer a unique service called the Tub Cut, which is a fraction of the cost of replacement, and adding a grab bar installation and a slip-resistant surface helps to improve accessibility, reduce accidents, and helps people remain in their home as long as possible. Call A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC for a free estimate at 985-279-5103 or visit their website at www.anewbeginningrefinishing.com. Or you can visit their showroom in Hollycrest Plaza at 600 North Highway 190, Suite 2 in Covington. That's A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC at 985-279-5103.
Hi, this is J.C. Smith. I'm not only the host of Stay Safe NOLA, but I'm also a security professional. If you're looking for answers for your security issues, please give me a call. I'll give you a complete and free security assessment covering all of your needs, including unarmed and armed security officers, mobile patrol services, remote guarding, access controls, CCTVs, and the latest in security technologies. I also offer solutions for employee training to keep your employees safe during critical times in and out of the workplace. Call me now for your free assessment at 504-201-9450.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Okay, that's Kamala's theme song. Everything is awesome. Vote for me, and even though everything's awesome, I'll fix it.
Everything is just so awesome right now. I
Yeah.
mean, groceries are 3 times higher and nobody can even afford their rent, but everything is awesome. Yes.
I don't think that was enough. More like
Oh, okay. I couldn't even
like
do
a
it right.
hyena laugh.
What do you say, Justin?
I agree. I like buying the big case of eggs at the grocery store just because I like eggs. They're good for you. Don't let anybody see you. They're good for you.
Yes.
You must have
and
to. You must have
they're
to.
really 3 times as much as they were a year ago.
3
you
times.
You must have to trade in about a pound of gold to get a large container of eggs, huh?
Yeah.
But Kamala says that
everything is awesome.
Right. And she's going to fix this economy when she becomes president. Yet all of this started when she became vice president. So, you know, we talk about this because this is liberty or lockdown, and we have an option. We can continue down the road we're going, and we will be locked down indefinitely because we have a Marxist leftist administration that wants to take away our freedoms. And it's incredible what they want to do to babies, and just everything is not awesome coming out of this administration. And it actually isn't funny. We have to laugh about it, but it's a little on the scary side. And so, with that being said, for the last 4 or 5 years, I really feel like the Lord is telling me, Martha, gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver. And this is why I got involved with at cost metals. I literally got involved with it because I felt like at any point the bottom was going to fall out. And I started feeling this way, because Trump, I mean, he took a big hit most of the 4 years. And then when they stole the election, that's right, stole the election, and Biden got in there, we see the eggs 3 times as much, the milk, groceries. You buy $150 worth of groceries and you have nothing. You've gone home with hardly nothing. So it's very hard for families to feed their children, to feed their families. So it's a very serious situation. And it's very important that we look into purchasing some silver and gold. Now, I have some gold coins, and we were talking about on the gold coin, it says it's $20, right? And you were telling me that was the 10-year back then. They traded.
It was actually live real currency.
Yeah.
So for hundreds of years, it was about $18 spot price for gold. Stayed relatively flat throughout history. And what's crazy is the value of gold has stayed almost constant. And the difference has been the number of dollars that you assign to that value of gold. So it takes more and more dollars to match that value of gold. Every time they do quantitative easing, every time they, send out COVID checks or anything else, it just makes that dollar worth a little bit less. So everything is not awesome,
right?
But there's silver lining, no pun intended. Actually, yes. I'm a big proponent of silver right now. Gold's at an all-time high for good reason. It definitely makes sense to be at that price point, but something's going to have to give. Something's going to change. You've got BRICS, which I know your listeners are very aware, but for those that are new to that part of the conversation, about 34% of the entire GDP of the planet is moving to a gold-backed currency in
right.
BRICS. And so here they will all be with a very stable currency backed by gold. And I think, it's just my opinion, I'm not a true expert on this particular topic, but I do know that everyone's economy is intertwined. And if you are the loose cannon where you can't be traded because you're so unstable compared to the rest of the world, then that can't be a good thing. So I can't help but think that the U.S. will eventually follow suit, and that when the entire world goes back to the gold standard, it's not a bias. I'm here for a reason, because I believe in metals, and I think that there would be a huge reevaluation of what gold and silver trade at. So, it is expensive. Inflation it's expensive to live, but it's even more expensive not to see the handwriting on the wall. It's more expensive to not change and not get ahead of that curve.
That's right.
And that's what we do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I'm doing, trying to get ahead of the curve. The rate that we're going right now, and if we're being realistic, and they do what they did in 2020 in November, and we spend the next 4 years, it's going to be at warp speed. They're not going to hold back. These Marxists, these globalists, these elites, they have a plan, and it is not for the benefit of the American people. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it is wise to be prepared and to pray that the Lord intervene, and that, the thing that would help and save America would happen, to put Trump in there to save America. But it's really the American people that will be saving America. And we need those policies to save America. And we don't want to become a Marxist nation. We don't want that to happen. So with that being said, it's very important to invest in gold and silver. And I like this way because I'm not, very, very wealthy, but I can afford the down, the $3.99 for 18 months. It's a one-time fee for 18 months. And then in 3 days, I get 3 coins valued at $2.25. So I didn't really pay the $3.99 for the membership. And then I did the auto, which is $75 a month, I believe. And I get a silver coin a month. I can afford that. And it's working for me. So thank you. I appreciate what you've done. It's actually a blessing.
Well, I agree with that, and I'm happy to do it. I should clarify, though, it's not just a silver coin, silver roughly $30 per spot price. It is a perfectly graded MS70 coin. So for silver collectors out there, it would be like having a Babe Ruth rookie card versus a certified and graded Babe Ruth rookie card. So we like the deal, cream of the crop, but trust me when I say this, all of the regular stuff that people buy, like 100-ounce bars, generic rounds, Silver Eagle, Silver Maple, 10-ounce bars, Gold Eagles, etc., we sell all of that at cost. So it's typically 12 to 18%. If you were to just go to Google and type in Silver Eagle or something, you'd get 20 different companies all selling it at pretty much the same price for the most part. There's 3 or 4% difference between those companies. But by and large, we're 12 to 18% off the typical pricing that you would find. So we don't have the as low as pricing game where we show you one to reel you in and then give different pricing. We display our pricing right on the website at costmetals.com, and you can compare it with anybody. So we've got thousands of happy customers, of course, and the whole point is to provide precious metals today.
That's
because
right.
we need it today.
All right, we have another break. We'll be right back. This is Liberty or Lockdown.
What's going down? I think it's time we stop. Children, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speak their mind.
If you're suffering with scalp irritation or inflammation of the scalp, maybe flaky scalp or loss of hair, there's a new treatment out there called Caravive. Call Spot Isabel on Magazine Street, 504-595-5009. $3.99 per session. You'll need about 3 sessions. That's 504-595-5009. Spot Isabel.
Some people in the Louisiana legislature want to permit the teaching of critical race theory in our state. That theory says that if 2 babies are born today, 1 black baby and 1 white baby, that the white baby is the mean racist oppressor of the black baby, and that the black baby is the weak, incompetent victim of the white baby. Unbelievable. Those people say that the innocent white baby by his DNA is bad and racist, and the black baby by his DNA is a weak victim who can never succeed. Only a total fool would believe or accept this idiocy. Yet they want to teach this foolishness to Louisiana's young people. Please call your legislator today and raise some sand.
Make a difference in the community. Join the JPSO family. The Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office is recruiting candidates for our 2025 Police Academy. If you are a recent graduate, former military, or someone looking for a new career where you can make a difference, learn the academic and tactical skills to protect and serve. Application deadline for the Academy is September 6th, so don't wait. Join the JPSO family. Visit jpsojobs.com today.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Colleen Crane. Louisiana has a new prisons chief. Governor Landry promotes Gary Westcott to Secretary of the Department of Public Safety and Corrections. Westcott says he's ready to get to work.
I'm going to meet with each one of the leadership team, and we're going to evaluate each one of their areas, and I'm going to have some serious conversations about them, about what we need to do moving forward, what kind of changes we need to make.
Westcott was Deputy Secretary under Jimmy LeBlanc, who stepped down yesterday due to health reasons. With the new school year comes a new tool for students and teachers, artificial intelligence. Bonnie Morris, the president of the Louisiana Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, says AI can help students understand the subject matter being taught, regardless of the subject, and with effective use will benefit everyone, not just the students.
It's going to unload the teachers, and it's going to really bring a lot of students back into the classroom.
Bessie says AI systems should be transparent and explainable, and robust data privacy and security measures must be in place. LRN.
Did you and your family lose Louisiana Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Parents and guardians, you can still receive summer grocery money through the Louisiana Sunbucks program. The Louisiana Sunbucks program will provide eligible families with an extra $120 per child to buy food. Families will receive a Sunbucks EBT card in the mail that can be used to buy food at retailers that accept SNAP benefits. Time is running out, so please visit sunbucks.la.gov to see if you're eligible to apply. Applications close on September 20th.
If you're suffering with scalp irritation or inflammation of the scalp, maybe flaky scalp or loss of hair, there's a new treatment out there called Ceravive. Call Spot Isabel on Magazine Street, 504-595-5009. $3.99 per session. You'll need about 3 sessions. That's 504-595-5009. Spot Isabel. Hello, Christian Patriots. Want to invest in gold and silver at cost? Well, you've come to the right place. At Cost Metals. At costmetals.com. You can purchase gold and silver at much lower prices than the leading metals exchanges. Call 985-469-1188 or email huck@wgso.com or flamingconservative@wgso.com. And right now, At Cost Metals has a new coin, the Trump assassination coin. You do not want to miss this coin. At costmetals.com.
Chicken. Some of them old bars down in the Louisiana legislature are willing to let teachers teach our kids that all white people are inherently racist, and that Louisiana is a racist state, and that America is a racist country. Them old bars are too chicken to stand up for America. They ought to be put out on the chicken farm.
Hi, this is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
Good times never seem so good.
All right. Good times never seem so good. We've got a lot of commercials that we have to just push our way through there, Justin. Sorry about that, my friend. All right, we'll pick up where you left off. How is it easy is it to become an at-cost member?
Oh, it's super easy. At costmetals.com. And actually, you'll need a referral code. Help out the station. It's at costmetals 222.
222.
And then it'll ask you for a referral code. You can type in at costmetals.com 222, and that'll get you right into the system.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Anything you want to say to our listeners before we let you go?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. To all the listeners out there, I feel very strongly that getting gold and silver is one of the best things you can do, especially over the next few months. We're having a big convention in Dallas, just near the DFW airport in October. And the quality speakers that we have every day, we're seeing more and more things happening to Americans and the economy and the potential, not only for disaster, but saving yourself. So, I really want to stress that we do precious metals as a service, not as a profit center. And the benefit is for you. So, we scrape by and it works mathematically for us to do it exactly the way we're doing it. But from a consumer standpoint, from a collector standpoint, it makes all the sense in the world. So we'd love to have you on board at costmetals.com 222 at
Yeah, that's right.
And the referral code at costmetals 222. No spaces.
That's correct. And I want to say, as a member, it's fair. You're very fair. Corporations mostly aren't fair. They're very greedy. And I have not experienced that as a member of At Cost Metals at all. I've felt like it's been more than fair. And it's been fun. It's actually a lot of fun. I enjoy. It's so much fun.
We have a blast because we're collecting metals. We're selling metals. People are collecting metals, and you want to talk about fun. The first time you see someone hold a 100-ounce bar of silver for the first time in their life, it completely changes their world. It changes their outlook on life.
I haven't done that yet.
Away. Well, take a picture of your face when you do. It's a beautiful thing. It used to be silver, and ever since we went off the gold standard, it's been downhill. And as the S&P and everything has grown in the last 40 years, relative to inflation, it's been slightly under 4%. So don't trick yourself into thinking just because you've got stocks, bonds, mutual funds that everything's okay. Because if you're based in the dollar, you're still at the mercy of inflation.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. And I like to have my coins in my possession. You never know. So all right. Well, Justin Davis, we appreciate you so much. You're always welcomed back to Liberty or Lockdown here at WGSO 990 AM. And if anyone has any questions, you're welcome to email me at Huck, HUCK at WGSO.com. And again, please go to the website. It's at costmetals.com. I see that you all revamped the website. It actually looks beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
Great job. Yeah, it's more attractive.
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of like if you're a painter, your own house always needs to be painted. But, it's just a very simple process. Sign up, get your membership. You can order your metal today. It'll ship out same day or next day once your payment clears. And it's a beautiful thing all the way around. I appreciate the compliment on the website. And when it comes to Liberty or Lockdown, I'll choose Liberty every time.
Amen to that. All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Have a blessed day. All right,
Thank
Dave.
you.
So what do you have on Kamala?
Well, did you know Kamala claims to have worked at McDonald's flipping burgers when she was young, and unfortunately, nobody's been able to find any record of that. It looks like she came out of law school and just became a lawyer right away. Okay.
Well, I actually did that when I was 15 years old. I really did work at McDonald's.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's where I met my best friend, Troy Lewis. And he's the one 15 years later led me to the Lord.
But there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that she is apparently trying to make herself seem like just one of the common people. See, I'm one of you. I worked at McDonald's, and I don't think she did. Anyway, okay, there's a presidential election going on right now.
Is there?
Yes, there is. And Kamala has yet to make a solo appearance with the press. However, tonight, I think there's supposed to be a pre-recorded interview with her and Christopher Walls. I believe it's on CNN. You have to look that up if you want to watch that thing. But after all of this time, after well over a month, she's finally going to give an interview, but it's taped. It's pre-recorded. And on CNN, you think she's going to be getting hardball questions?
No.
I just don't think so.
No, not at all.
Now,
she'll know the questions before she gets them, too.
Oh, sure. Now, you and I may disagree on this. I personally don't think that Donald Trump would be the kind of person that I would choose for a friend. But if I look at her and I look at him and I say, definitely he's the lesser of two evils. You may think he's absolutely wonderful. Well, I think he's less evil than her. That's for sure. And
I think the man is sacrificed a lot to help wake us all up and save us from tyranny and Marxism.
Yeah.
I don't care, that he, has the past. We all do.
I don't know him personally. All I know is what I've seen on the media, which is assuredly very biased against him.
Yes. You think?
And he messes up sometimes. But the latest thing that was on the news was that he went to a wreath laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery, and the Democrats are all over him because you can't use photographs from Arlington in campaign materials. I agree. You shouldn't be able to. But do you think Trump personally sets up all of his things for his campaign and he schedules, okay, you go here and you go? No, he's got campaign handlers that do it, and they messed up big time. They don't have the legal right to show pictures from Arlington Cemetery. That's a very private, very personal thing. So somebody in his campaign messed up, but I don't think it was him personally.
Right.
And did you know when Barack Obama was either running for president or was president, one time he had a rally at a place, I think in Chicago, and his campaign handlers put porta potties all around, and it turns out some of them were over the memorials to the police officers. Now, I can't fault Barack Obama for that. Somebody in his campaign messed up.
Right. So,
yeah, Donald Trump shouldn't be using those pictures in his campaign, but it's not him personally. It's somebody in his campaign that messed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have a link that I want to play with you. I did email it to you, Ron, and it's probably right up because I just sent it to you again. And I thought that this was very interesting because it's a prophecy that a prophet by the name of Clement released, I believe, on this day, August 29th in 2009. And it is very prophetic because he talks about Trump becoming the president before Trump ever even ran for president, and that he would, I believe, shake hands with one of the Kennedys or work with one of the Kennedys. But we're going to go ahead and play that clipping so you can hear it from Kim Clement's mouth because the timing is incredible. And for me to find it today on the same day. Go ahead and play it, please. All right.
Where are you, sound?
There we go again.
Join hands between Democrats and Republicans and do an unusual thing, says the Spirit of God.
Join hands between Democrats and Republicans and do an unusual thing, says the Spirit of God.
They will say what they tried to increase, now they are decreasing. And God says it shall be a sign. But even now that the Kennedys have come to this place, I spoke about it, that there would be a massive outbreaking and outpouring in the system, in this nation, the political system, the three enemies that shall rise up and already on their way. I will take them, I will set ambushments against them, they will compound themselves, and this nation shall rise above the occasion and come to oneness with God, says the Lord. Come on!
There you have it. That was very prophetic. That was released on August 29th, 2009. And that is what happened last week with RFK.
Of course, it's only him. The rest of his family is still staunch Democrats.
Yeah, possibly. But his father died for the same reason that Trump was, shot at.
Yep.
And his brother. So there's some people there that are truthful Kennedys. He wants to work on the healthcare. We'll be right back. This is Liberty or Lockdown. If you're suffering with scalp irritation or inflammation of the scalp, maybe flaky scalp or loss of hair, there's a new treatment out there called Ceravive. Call Spot Isabel on Magazine Street, 504-595-5009. $3.99 per session. You'll need about 3 sessions. That's 504-595-5009. Spot Isabel.
Some people in the Louisiana legislature want to permit the teaching of critical race theory in our state. That theory says that if two babies are born today, one black baby and one white baby, that the white baby is the mean racist oppressor of the black baby, and that the black baby is the weak, incompetent victim of the white baby. Unbelievable. Those people say that the innocent white baby by his DNA is bad and racist, and the black baby by his DNA is a weak victim who can never succeed. Only a total fool would believe or accept this idiocy. Yet they want to teach this foolishness to Louisiana's young people. Please call your legislator today and raise some sand.
Hi, this is Kevin Carr, host of Fat Guys at the Movies. Listen every Sunday at 8 p.m. on WGSO 990 AM, the community voice of the Crescent City.
I'm Ference Toth, host of the Your Personal Bank Show. I use common sense as an entrepreneur, financial literacy educator, and speaker to understand how current events affect our money, economy, and our freedom. Grow your money safely, reduce taxes, increase returns, and create positive arbitrage with Your Personal Bank. Tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. or contact Ference at yourpersonalbank.com. The Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on WGSO.
Hello, this is Jack Clegg. I
990
want to thank
AM,
all
New
my
Orleans.
listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zones. No, we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, we will be 11 a.m. to noon on Tuesday and Thursday. Callers are welcome. That's a Jack Clegg Show at 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Mimi, we love Wednesdays, but we're moving to a new time.
Listen to He Said, She Said, Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
Right here on WGSO.
Get up early on Saturdays and talk LSU athletics with us. Tiger Rag Radio every Saturday morning, 5 to 7 on WGSO, the community voice of the Crescent City.
He's got the red, white, blue, blind high on the farm. Semper Fi tattooed on his left arm. Spend a little more.
All right, welcome back to Liberty or Lockdown. Don't forget, next Thursday we'll have the Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser on our show. It's going to be an incredible show. You do not want to miss next Thursdays.
Okay, so Vice President Harris is finally going to go on TV, but she's not even doing it by herself. And the Democrats say, well, you know, they always go on in pair. No, the first interview has always been a solo appearance, and then later on you'll have your running mate. But her first interview is going to be with her running mate, and it's with CNN. It's pre-recorded. I imagine she's probably been given the questions in advance. And so her campaign aides have said that she will begin solo interviews soon, but gave no indication on when that would occur. Well, you know, the election is only 2 months away, so when is she going to start? But instead of speaking with traditional media, going to a press conference, answering questions and so forth, she's opted to do interviews with social media content creators. I'm getting this from MSN.com, so it's not just us radical wacko conservatives saying this. Okay, and then here's something that's kind of strange. You know, the New York judge who is presiding over the stuff about Trump up there, he said there's been a superseding indictment. A lot of the things previously that Trump was indicted with have to be thrown out because of the Supreme Court decision about some of this was official acts as president. Well, the New York judge presiding says Trump can't attend Supreme Court arguments on presidential immunity. When has a person never been allowed to go to a hearing in which they're the accused? That's really bizarre. You think it's kind of like the deck is stacked against him, maybe?
You think?
You think? Okay, and then here's some more things about the debates or public appearances and so forth. Mr. Trump is very confident about just speaking off the cuff. And so Vice President Harris she's agreed to do an ABC News debate against him, and she wanted to have notes. He said, "No, you don't do notes at a debate like that, a presidential debate." So it's.
I think she wanted to have a hot mic on him too.
Well, yeah, that I'm not too surprised about. She wanted the mics to be left on. With Mr. Biden, when the mics were left on, it was embarrassing to him because of the fact that he was sort of rambling on. But I think normally you have the mics left on, don't you? I don't know. Anyway, so Mr. Trump is very comfortable. He's willing to debate her.
He should give her everything she wants. He'll still do well.
Yeah. Well, you may not like Trump, but the man is sharp. People say, "Oh, he's got a low IQ." No, he doesn't.
Oh no, he does not have a low
IQ. Very
IQ.
high IQ person.
Absolutely.
So let's see some other things.
He can just speak to the commoner, the middle class blue collar worker.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to be an Ivy League elitist snob. He can actually talk to people.
And a while ago, we played our new theme song for Kamala Harris. Everything is awesome. Okay. She has said before that if you vote for her, she's going to continue Mr. Biden's policies, and she's going to fix the economy. Wait, the economy was already supposed to be fixed, but she's going to fix it. She's going to continue it. Okay. So let's see. Speaking of how great things are, every president from Eisenhower to Biden, Eisenhower had a pretty low inflation rate. I'm getting this off of MSN.com. And his inflation rate was pretty low. It was like 1.9%. The highest one was Jimmy Carter. I don't know if you are old enough to remember Jimmy Carter being the president around the time of the Iran crisis. But
I don't remember him.
His was a total of 9% over his term. Well, Biden has been at the beginning averaging 5.7%. And that's the first year. Then the second year, you got another 5.7. Third year, I don't know if it went up anymore, but it's down to about 3%. So we start with some base rate, increase that 5.7%. Next year, increase it again. Next year, increase it, but only by 3%. It's higher than it was.
Right.
It's way higher than it was. And as our prices have gone up this much, how much have our wages gone up?
None.
No. So, she says, the economy is fixed. Everything is awesome. Well, I don't think so.
No, everything is not awesome. And if the economy was fixed, we wouldn't be feeling it. They're not listening to we, the people. They are not listening to us.
Yeah.
We are struggling. We are struggling to buy groceries. We're struggling to pay tuition we're struggling to get gas. They're not listening.
So if you want more of the same, elect Kamala. If you want things to change, elect Trump. And I mentioned before the break that Robert Kennedy is the only member of his family that has shifted parties. They're lifelong Democrats, so they're still supporting Biden. I don't know why. I guess it's just that's just the way you have to be. But Robert Kennedy is trying to get removed from the ballot, and the Democrats are blocking him in a number of states because they figure he's probably going to suck votes away from Trump, not from Kamala.
He's going to stay on the blue state ballot.
Yeah.
So if you want to vote for him, please do so. Vote for Robert Kennedy in the blue states, but he's going to remove himself from the red state ballots so that he's not the spoiler candidate on the ballot.
Yeah.
And he made that very clear. He's fighting for our health. So he'll be great with the, Trump campaign to fight for our health, because we've had no one fighting for our health. He's going to be able to open everything up and investigate Fauci and all of the FDA and the vaccines and every policy that was, disregarded during COVID.
Well, I certainly disagree with Mr. Kennedy on abortion.
Oh, absolutely.
As I disagree with Vice President Harris. And I don't completely agree with Mr. Trump, but at least he says, let's leave it to the states instead of making it a federal mandate that anybody has to be able to have an abortion. I would love it if abortions would be totally eliminated, except to save the mother's life. But, he's better than the rest.
Yeah, he is. All right, we have 1 minute left. Let's go ahead and get John Swisher from Holy Patriotic Jambalaya. We'll be on his show tomorrow. You don't want to miss that show. It's going to be at 5 p.m. on Friday. John, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, it's going to be about the book Racism, Revenge, and Ruin, The Truth About Obama, and you're my guest co-host tomorrow.
And who are we interviewing?
Scott McKay.
And who is he?
He's editor of Louisiana Hayride.
That's right. I just wanted to make sure our listeners didn't know who he was. That is the editor of the Hayride, and he is the author of the book that you just, what's the title of the book?
Racism, Revenge, and Ruin. I just finished reading the whole book.
That's the Obama book.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So tomorrow, stay tuned at 5 p.m. to WGSO 990 AM. You can see us on Twitter under Martha Huckabee. You can also follow us on social media, Liberty or Lockdown Facebook page. And
Mike's not going to be in tomorrow. He's got a gig.
All right. The Lord bless you. This is Liberty or Lockdown. Don't forget at costmetals.com and at costmetals222 for the referral code. You can go to Huck at WGSO.com for any questions. We'll see you next Thursday. The Lord bless you.
Next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.